You know what's getting old? The endless, sugar-coated glorification of Meghan Markle. Yeah, I said it. And finally, someone in the spotlight had the guts to say it too, Adrienne Warren. She went on *late night with Seth Meyers and didn't flinch. She didn't tiptoe. She straight up called Markle out, and it wasn't some cheap tabloid gossip. It was sharp, honest, and long overdue. Let's not act surprised. This has been brewing for years. Meghan Markle's entire public image? It's a performance. A carefully rehearsed act with a script that plays on public sympathy, victimhood, and curated vulnerability. And people are finally waking up to it. We're talking about someone who left a Hollywood acting career to marry into one of the most powerful families in the world, only to spend the next several years portraying herself as a powerless victim. You can't have it both ways. You don't get to revel in the prestige and then pretend you were trapped in a cage. Adrienne Warren pointed that out, and it hit a nerve. Because it's true. And let's not forget that infamous Oprah interview. Remember that? Markle and Prince Harry sat down and aired out all the royal laundry, all while cloaked in this faux humble, just speaking our truth nonsense. It was a PR masterpiece, if your goal was to stir up global outrage. But let's ask the real question, what did it solve? Nothing. It didn't bring reform. It didn't lead to reconciliation. It just created more chaos. And Markle? She walked away with more attention, more interviews, more brand deals. This is what Warren was getting at. Meghan's narrative isn't about change. It's about control. Control of the story, control of the image, control of how she's perceived. And people are tired of it. Because when you strip away the glossy Instagram posts and the Netflix deals, what are you left with? A woman who knows how to play the media like a fiddle but rarely follows through with genuine, consistent action. Let's talk about that brand she's built: empowerment, vulnerability, mental health. All important causes, no doubt. But let's not kid ourselves. There's a difference between advocacy and branding. And Markle? She's turned her causes into marketing campaigns. She drops buzzwords like healing and growth and speaking truth, but the execution? It's shallow. It's surface level. It's curated to go viral, not to create change. And the timing of Warren's comments? Couldn't be better. Because right now, Meghan is trying to reinvent herself, again. She's not just the Duchess of Sussex anymore. She's a producer, a podcaster, an activist, a lifestyle guru. She's everything and nothing all at once. Jack of all trades, master of manipulation. You know what the problem is? People are finally seeing through it. The royal family has its flaws, plenty of them. But Meghan's not the messiah she's pretending to be. She's not here to burn the system down. She's here to profit from it. She dipped out of the royal family, slammed the door behind her, and then used her royal title to launch a media empire. Make that make sense. Adrienne Warren didn't just call her out, she held up a mirror. She said what so many people have been thinking but were too scared to say out loud. That maybe, just maybe, Meghan's not the underdog. Maybe she's the architect of her own controversies. Maybe she's not being silenced. Maybe she's just not being believed anymore. Let's get something straight. This isn't about tearing down a woman for speaking her truth. This is about accountability. If you're going to take a stand, back it up with action. If you're going to claim to fight for mental health, don't ghost your own father or throw your family under the bus for ratings. If you're going to talk about empowering women, don't build your brand by playing the perpetual victim. You want respect? Earn it. Don't manufacture it. And don't even get me started on the media games. 1 minute Meghan's suing tabloids for invading her privacy. The next, she's selling her story to the highest bidder. Privacy doesn't mean silence, it means control. And she wants full control of the narrative, the coverage, the spin. That's not bravery. That's PR 101. Warren's comments didn't come out of nowhere. They came from someone in the entertainment industry who sees the game for what it is. Someone who knows how public perception is built and manipulated. And she saw right through Meghan's act. That's why her words hit so hard. Because they came from a place of experience, not envy. And let's not ignore the hypocrisy. Meghan and Harry claim to want normal lives. Privacy for their kids. A quiet, peaceful home. But they don't actually live like that. They live in a mansion in Montecito, do tell-all interviews, and sign multi-million-dollar deals with Netflix and Spotify. That's not retreating from the spotlight, that's Monetizing it. That's building a media empire on the ashes of royal drama. People are waking up. The blind loyalty is fading. The press isn't drooling over her every move anymore. And yeah, there are still the die-hard fans who will defend her no matter what. But the tide is turning. Because when everything is a performance, eventually the mask slips. And when it does, you get moments like Adrienne Warren's. Real, raw, unfiltered truth that cuts through the noise. Because people are starving for authenticity. And Meghan? She's giving them branding, not authenticity. Let's keep it real. This isn't just about Meghan Markle. This is about how we, as a culture, elevate people to sainthood the moment they say something we like. We don't ask questions. We don't look deeper. We accept the Instagram captions and the interviews as gospel. And when someone like Warren dares to challenge that narrative, people either dismiss her or attack her. Why? Because she's telling the truth? You want to be a leader? Be consistent. You want to be a role model? Take responsibility. Meghan wants the benefits of royalty without the expectations. She wants to be seen as a humanitarian while living in luxury. She wants to be the voice of the people while silencing critics. That's not leadership. That's manipulation. And I'm not saying Meghan hasn't faced real challenges. She has. There's no denying that. But struggle doesn't exempt you from criticism. You don't get a free pass just because you've been through hard times. If you're going to put yourself on a pedestal, expect people to look closely. That's why Warren's critique matters. Because it's not about hate, it's about honesty. It's about saying, hey, we see you. And we're not buying the act anymore. It's about demanding more from people who claim to stand for something bigger than themselves. And if Meghan really wants to be that person, she's got to stop running from accountability. Stop playing the victim. Stop deflecting every single criticism as racism or misogyny. Because at some point, it's not about the world being unfair. It's about you refusing to own your part in the mess. So, what now? Meghan's got her brand, her empire, her followers. But the question remains, is it built on truth, or just a slick PR machine? Because when the spotlight fades, when the headlines move on, all you've got left is your integrity. And right now, that's what people are questioning. You want to lead? Lead with substance. Not sob stories. Not curated vulnerability. Not perfectly timed scandals. Real change doesn't come from Netflix documentaries and best-selling memoirs. It comes from showing up over and over again, without needing applause.